From Drop Biscuit Studios and the people who brought you Wondery's Inside Jaws, Inside The Exorcist, and Inside Psycho comes You Talking to Me? Bite-sized Hollywood history with plenty of bite. Jennifer Grey's nose. Baby, it's who? This is You Talking to Me? I'm Mark Ramsey. If you were of movie-going age in 1987 and saw anything at all in the theater, and if you had even the slightest soft spot in your heart for the thrills and agony of young romance, then you, my swooning friend, saw Dirty Dancing. Who could forget it? Hunky dance instructor Patrick Swayze and awkward teenager Jennifer Grey, aka Baby. They dance, they fall in love, and they dance some more until the climax of all climaxes when Swayze lifts Baby aloft to the ebullient chorus of I've Had the Time of My Life. Thanks to Patrick Swayze, it was one mullet to rule them all. Swayze would leverage his fame into an even huger success in Ghost with Demi Moore 3 years later. And Jennifer Grey's star-making turn as America's sweetheart? Well, her career took off and she became one of the biggest young female stars in the world, right up there with Julia Roberts. What? Oh, you mean she didn't? Nope. All of her hopes and dreams were undone, smashed in an instant, blown as it were by a problem as plain as the nose on her face. In fact, the problem was the nose on her face. Although what kind of problem was it really? People loved the Jennifer Grey who looked like Jennifer Grey until one day she vanished. And then it seems there was nobody to love anymore. Jennifer Grey had fixed her nose, and in so doing, she erased herself. She became invisible, unrecognizable. She was still Jennifer, but she was no longer Baby. And America loved Baby. I was completely anti-rhinoplasty, she told People magazine. She resisted the surgery most of her life. I really thought it meant surrendering to the enemy camp, she said. I just thought, I'm good enough. I shouldn't have to do this. I'm beautiful enough. It was surgery both her parents had undergone before her. I understand it was the 50s. I understand they were assimilating, she told People. I understand that you had to change your name and you had to do certain things and it was just normalized, right? You can't be Jewish, you can't look Jewish. You're just trying to fit into whatever is the group think. Her mom, an actor, suggested the surgery to help boost her career. So she consulted 3 plastic surgeons and underwent 2 surgeries to, quote, fine-tune her nose. Well, it didn't take long for her to realize the magnitude of her mistake, or as she calls it, schnozageddon. Maybe the first time was when she ran into actor and friend Michael Douglas at a premiere, and he didn't recognize her. Uh-oh. In the world's eyes, she said, I was no longer me. Once she was checking into a flight when an airline employee looked at her driver's license and noted that, wow, you have the same name as Jennifer Grey, the actor. Have you heard of her? That is me, she replied. Look, the agent responded, I've seen Dirty Dancing a dozen times. I know Jennifer Grey, and you are not her. Almost overnight, Jennifer Grey disappeared. And so did the career that expected Jennifer Grey to look like that Jennifer Grey, not this one. Well, Baby is 62 now and looking back on her history with few regrets. As Patrick Swayze memorably said, nobody puts Baby in a corner. Well, as Jennifer says, if I were to die, that's what they would write on my tombstone. Then again, maybe that's a bit too on the nose. Follow us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening right now. That's You Talking to Me. I'm Mark Ramsey.